Hi guys, so today I am looking at Plague Inc. Evolved, which has been around for some time in early access, but I'm only just getting around to looking at it now. I've come close to buying this game a few times. For some reason I didn't, even though it gets overwhelmingly positive reviews. For some reason I've just avoided picking up this game, and now I have. It's really good, and I'm going to tell you why it's really good. So Plague Inc. Evolved is available on Windows and OS X through Steam in early access still, and this game is incredibly good for early access. So it's only going to get better, which is really exciting. And the core version of the game, Plague Inc., is also available on mobile devices, which is pretty cool. It was created by one-man developer Endemic Creations, and the game uses an epidemic model with a complex set of realistic variables to simulate the spread and severity of a plague. And this game is such a significantly realistic simulation of the spread of a disease or a virus that it's actually attracted the attention of the CDC. So what is Plague Inc. Evolved? Basically, you are tasked with killing every single human being on the planet. So a lovely aim as far as tasks in video games go, and people say video games are violent. So you start with a bacteria, and your job is to basically evolve that bacteria, make it as deadly and infectious as you possibly can, and make it as resistant to research and drugs as you possibly can. So essentially it is you versus humanity. Humanity, once they detect your disease, will try and create a cure for it, which you can slow down, you can hinder. You've basically got to kill everybody before they find a cure, which is sometimes quite straightforward, but not always as easy as you might think it would be. Those humans can be quite wily sometimes. So you choose where your disease is going to start, where patient 0 is going to be, and then you attempt to spread it as much as you possibly can from your country of origin, using things like, say you start in a hot country or a hot climate, you can increase your bacteria's resistance to heat or cold depending on where you are. You can change whether it spreads better through the air or through water or through blood. You can decide whether you want it to spread through livestock or insects. There are countless ways you can choose for this to spread. And as you play the game and infect more countries, you earn DNA points, which you can use to spend on further increasing the virility of your disease. And there are a number of ways of playing this game. You can either decide to sneakily infect everybody with a disease before ramping it up and starting to actually kill people with it. You can choose some subtle symptoms for your disease rather than going all out and killing people straight away, or you can try that route. You can go ahead and just spend DNA points on the worst possible symptoms you can think of, but humanity will notice your disease quicker and start a cure earlier. So you've got to weigh up, both options and decide whether you want to be aggressive or whether you want to be sneaky. And some of the symptoms you can give your diseases are pretty graphic. They're all very accurate, they're all very scientifically accurate, which is pretty cool and pretty disgusting at the same time. And you can pick up combos and things like that for combining certain symptoms. For example, if you combine something like coughing with nausea and vomiting, then you get projectile vomit, which is fantastic because it actually helps to spread the disease further. And there are other symptoms such as paranoia that you can basically make people too scared to go to the doctors, and sometimes they get so paranoid that they start panicking and rioting and all kinds of chaos erupts, and it is unbelievably satisfying. And I think that's what makes this game so much fun, is seeing your disease build from nothing to rapidly infecting the entire world and just everything falling apart basically. And that shouldn't sound as satisfying as it is. It should actually be quite scary and a little bit worrying and quite sad in some places, but it's not. It's really satisfying. There's the occasional point when I would sit back and think about what this would actually be like if everybody on the planet was sick and dying and vomiting and shitting all over the place, and it made me a little bit sad, but then I realised, fuck it. I want to create the most infectious, disgusting disease I possibly can and wipe humanity off the face of the earth. And when I did, I was happy about it. And while this game has been in early access, there have been some little extra things that have come out. There's a tie-in mode with the new Planet of the Apes films, where you gain access to simian flu, and you can infect everybody with it, so everybody starts getting sick, and then you can decide when to release your hyper-intelligent apes to take over the planet. And I really hope there are going to be more modes like that added in the future. So for a game that is still in early access, this is great. It's already a fantastic game, and it's not even out of early access yet. I 100% recommend this game. Don't let the fact that it's in early access put you off. It is so satisfying wiping out humanity. This game is really addictive. It just makes you want to kill everyone. And you know what? Sometimes that's okay. Thanks for watching. Hi guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment and subscribe. All that stuff really does help me out, and I'll hopefully see you next time on the Mews.